Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hey, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Let's hear it for our music team. Woo! Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome, everyone, this morning to Pacific Coast Spiritual Center. Wow, let's start that over. A very warm welcome, everyone, to the Center for Spiritual Living. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied this morning. You're going to have to forgive me. My name is Lauren Peach, and I have a pleasure of being your host this morning. A couple housekeeping items. If you parked behind someone, please fill out a card with your name and cell phone number on it and place it on your windshield in case you're blocking anyone. We can just give you a ring to come and move your car if anyone needs to leave. And please silence your cell phones or turn them off if you don't know how to silence them. Here, we believe in a universal God, a divine energy that resides within each of us. Our teachings focus on staying connected to this life-giving presence, and more importantly, on dissolving the barriers that block us from accessing it. When we remove these obstacles, we're free to live from our true self rather than from ego, creating lives of peace, fulfillment, authenticity, and love. This philosophy has transformed my life, and I trust it will touch or has touched yours too. We have an amazing service today, as we do every Sunday. So I'm going to announce our amazing spiritual guides this morning. We'll start with the music team led by Melissa. We also have Des, Michael, and Benj. Thank you, guys. Our production team, we have John Broderick and Matt Prophet back there on sound and streaming. Tori Sina is our amazing production coordinator this morning. Yeah, T. Our platform practitioners, Marjorie Ray. Our service support is Rachel Rosen. Our pre-service meditation was led by Max Rush. Our youth and family coordinator is Wenda Arcala, and we will be seeing the kids today. Yay! And our youth and family practitioner today is Jackie Williams-Pearson. Our leadership council representative is Steve Wells. He'll be making announcements today. Our hospitality team is run by the amazing Lily Wells. Thanks, Lily. And thank you to our awesome welcome team for welcoming everyone here today and just being warm and giving a bunch of hugs to everyone, I'm sure. And it's led by Janet Maresh, so thanks for leading the team, Janet. Our American Sign Language guide is Eileen C. Davis. And our speaker today is the amazing ministerial student, Jesse Keeler. Yay! Woo! And his talk title is Listening Beyond the Noise of the World. I'm excited to hear about that. Okay, our theme for 2026 is cleaning up together. This year, we give ourselves permission to take an honest look at what needs attention in our hearts, our habits, and our community. Through conscious practice, we transform shadow into light, resistance into willingness, and fear into freedom. Together we rise. Please join me in speaking our affirmation together. I courageously clean up old beliefs, patterns, and stories that no longer serve my highest good. I honor the sacred journey from mess to mastery, knowing that every step, muddy and miraculous, moves me towards greater clarity and truth. Like the lotus, I rise with grace, remembering I am supported, guided, and never alone on this path. Marjorie, if I could have you come up and light our candle, please. This light represents the light we are as a community.
Just allow yourself to take a nice deep breath and release any anxiety. You know what it is, a joy to come here together in joy and laughter and love and harmony. This service is an amazing expression of the loving presence that I call God, that is pure love expressing His harmony and clarity and wisdom and so much more. And I know that this meeting, this service, is already done in the mind of God in absolute perfect perfection, allowing everyone to hear what they need to hear, see what they need to see, knowing that it is an expression of God unfolding right here, right now. And so I'm grateful that this is already done, and so I can release this saying, and so it is.
Please join me. My name's Steve Wells. I'm one of your members of the Leadership Council. And if you would please join me in reading our collaboration vision statement. Through mindful and respectful exploration, we are creating a healthier foundation that supports and engages a whole beloved community equipped to launch new strategies for a thriving spiritual center. And this is our inclusion statement to reaffirm our spiritual principles and who we are as a community. Please reflect on this as I try to read this without breaking into tears. I like this a lot. We know that all life is interconnected and sacred. We cultivate active care of the earth and honor all creation. We are committed to being a unified community where everyone is included and has equal access to actualize their full potential, regardless of race, color, religion, ethnicity, age, gender identity, sexual orientation, background, physical or mental ability. We live in lovely coexistence with all. Thank you. And that's the hard part of my part. So now for the community announcements. Aaron?
How many of you were raised to believe that emotions are really important? That we should talk about them, build a vocabulary around them, and really, really work to understand them? Anyone? Yeah. How many did not? Samesies. Most of us did not, right? My name is Dr. Erin, for those of us who have not met. I'm a holistic wellness and detachment guide, and I have my PhD in mindfulness, emotional intelligence, and relational leadership. And I have struggled with anxiety for most of my life. And by anxiety, I'm referring to that worried, nervous, jittery, buzzy feeling. You know when you wake up in the morning with that fireball in your chest and spend the rest of the day ruminating? Yeah, that one. And it wasn't until my first year out of college that I learned about this thing called mindfulness and mindful breathing, which flipped my world inside out and upside down in the best way possible. I began to wonder, how might my life have been different if I had been taught to breathe as a child? And not that I had some tumultuous, right? And not that I had some tumultuous childhood per se, though it would have given me words and language to help me describe how I was feeling, along with tools to help me regulate. And so, fun fact, that became the North Star for my doctoral research, which is in mindfulness for kindergartners in public education. So cute, right? Awesome. I know. And there was this one day in my study where one of the students came in from recess and she was visibly upset, okay? One of her peers had just said something mean to her and hurt her feelings. And so she came in and she was venting her frustrations. And then she said, I'm feeling so dysregulated. I need to go jump on the trampoline. And I was like, mic drop. This girl is 5 years old, and she knows exactly how she's feeling and what she needs to do to create relief. And what she demonstrated so beautifully in that moment was that in order to change her emotional state, she needed to get into her body. And in that moment, it hit me like a lightning bolt, and I realized, oh my gosh, adults need this too. We were never taught how to regulate our emotions. Are you kidding me? But here's the thing. Emotions are everything. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your consistent emotions. You can have $1 million in your bank account, but if your dominant emotional pattern is angry, worried, and stressed out, your world is going to feel angry, worried, and stressed out. Most people are living from the neck up and really have no idea what's going on in their inner world. And let's be real, we're all just hurting and in pain to some degree. It's just that most people have gotten really good at hiding it. According to a study by Dr. Brené Brown, one of my favorite emotions and leadership researchers. Any Brené Brown fans in the house? Yes, yes, yes. She and her team studied over 7,000 people to ask them if they could name emotions that they could recognize experiencing. And the top 3 responses were happy, sad, and pissed off. Our world is limited by our language, and there is nothing that makes us more human than our emotions. See, we really only experience painful emotions for 2 reasons: unprocessed core wounds and unmet needs. An honorable mention to a boundary that was violated, which usually feels like anger and resentment. And here's the thing about painful emotions, like anxiety. Stuffing painful emotions down does not make them go away. It makes them louder. See, your emotions are not the problem. In fact, they are your greatest teachers when you learn how to interpret the message they're trying to send you. Anger shows you that a boundary was violated. Fear shows you that your greatest power has yet to be unleashed. Jealousy shows you what you want. Shame reveals to you the parts of you that still need acceptance and healing. When you learn how to listen to your body, you don't just regulate your emotions. You deepen your relationship with yourself. You strengthen your intuition, and you build your capacity to experience more positive emotions like gratitude, relief, love, joy, and bliss, even amidst the chaos. I firmly believe that our inner state of being is of the utmost highest priority because everything else cascades from there. Emotional literacy is linked to high emotional intelligence, and a part of emotional intelligence is learning how to ground and regulate your energy in your body. This is why I am so passionate about blending mindfulness with boosting emotional literacy. Why? Because this is what helps you learn to feel, articulate, and trust your emotions. And this is exactly what we'll be exploring in Emotions 101, Develop Your Inner Standing. So if this is singing to you, and you'll know it because your soul will tell you, then I wholeheartedly invite you to join the class starting this Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Zoom. Because at the end of the day, wherever you go, there you are. If you're unhappy here, you're going to be unhappy there. And I'll leave you with this. Words are the language of the mind. Feelings are the language of the body. And intuition is the language of the soul. Regulating your emotions might not resolve all the complex problems of your life, but I can guarantee that it will help you navigate challenging times with far more grace and ease. You'll learn how to surf rather than get pummeled by the wave. I look forward to guiding you on this journey, my friends. Thank you.
All right, have you ever listened to children share what they are learning and creating in our youth program and thought, I want to do that? Yeah. I need that. Well, now's your chance. Join Jill Armstrong and Wenda Arcala on Saturday, April 25th from 1:30 to 4 for Opening the Door to New Possibilities. Give yourself the gift of an afternoon with the nurturing teachers from our youth program. If you are ready for a fresh beginning, this heart-centered workshop offers a supportive space to reconnect with your inner wisdom and step into new possibilities. And don't forget, there will be snacks and crafts. All right, please take out your phones and snap a picture of this slide. There's going to be a PCCSL hiking group on Saturday, April 25th on Peters Canyon Trail. They're heading down the coast along PCH to Crystal Cove State Park and the scenic Morrill Canyon Trail overlooking Pacific Ocean. Parking costs $15 or bring your state park beach pass. So we encourage carpooling. They'll meet at the Ranger Station parking lot at 8 a.m. It's a 5-mile hike that will take about 2 hours to complete. Text Karen or sign up on the sign-up sheet in the sanctuary. It's important that you let Karen know if you're interested in hiking with us so they don't leave anyone behind. That's bad. And there's no snakes. It's a happy snake. Okay. Beginning May 7th, or this year, our theme is cleaning up together, and we mean it. If you didn't get a chance to experience the power and healing of Reverend Michelle Wadley, we have another opportunity coming up in May. This workshop is based on her book, Shadow Work, A Spiritual Path to Healing and Integration. Perfect combination with Erin's class. Shadow work and emotions. Okay. So please join us for that class. Love is for All of Us, a special poetry reading on Wednesday, May 6th. And next, Florette.
Okay, I'm here to represent the Soul Sisters. I am facilitator, and we have a good time in Soul Sisters. Laughter, it's a connection with everybody. We do laughter, jokes, meditation, and multitude. And one of the most interesting things is when we have an open discussion after we do our semi-formal row. We have an open discussion, and we can discuss anything from Ernest Holmes. We bring up safety, such as new scams, and anything that will help us in our everyday life. We also bring up activities. If somebody's done an activity that they really like Polly's has bingos every Wednesday night. we bring it up and spread the word, and everybody then will contribute onto what they've found. And it's a wonderful, wonderful group, and everybody is invited. Nobody is turned away. And I also want to announce that anybody who's interested in co-facilitating with me, please see me. It's a fun, exciting, and it's different all the time. So, thank you.
And last but not least, some thank yous from the Leadership Council. First off, we want to say thank you for Reverend Veronica's talk last week, a non-notable talk, and that meaning she didn't have any notes. She did it all ad lib, so yay. And I also want to announce that on May 17th, there will, if you are interested in membership with this center, there will be a membership meeting after the service. So if you have any questions about that, please see myself or anybody on the Leadership Council or any of the practitioners, and we can talk to you about that. So, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Right here and right now, with every breath I take, I'm letting go, gonna let it fade away. Right here and right now, I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart right now, right here and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go, gonna let it fade away right here. Right now, I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart, and how my mind can turn and twist and spin, just begging for some peace. That's how I know it's time to go within, be still and just breathe. Right here and right now, with every breath I take, I'm letting go, gonna let it fade away. Right here and right now, I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart, and with each breath from the peace within this place. I can feel the love, it's flowing all around me. Right here, right now. Yeah, I can feel the love is flowing all around me. Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Just let that flow into who you are and right here, right now. Thank you, Melissa. That is just. Well, our theme this month is practicing becoming. And April 22nd is Earth Day. I was pleased that I'm the practitioner sharing this Sunday to celebrate Earth Day, and I'm also going to celebrate my path of becoming more conscious of my care of the earth. A couple of years ago, a couple months ago, I found 2 papers that I wrote in high school. They were stashed away in a box I hadn't seen in years. One of them was titled Carbon Dioxide in Our Atmosphere, and it was basically about climate warming, global warming. I do not remember writing the paper. I do not remember how it came to be or how I came to choose it. I would now say that Spirit was probably planting a little seed in my mind. Today I recognize that God is all there is. And if that is so, that includes the earth and the universe. The paper I did in 1961 was about a physicist, John Tyndall, who formulated the theory that carbon dioxide can control the Earth's temperature. He wrote this in 1861. Take that in, 1861. People knew it was going on. He basically described a blanket of carbon dioxide 4 miles above the Earth that could keep some of the heat from escaping the planet and thus causing global warming. Now, in 1961, there were about 2.5 billion people on the planet. They estimate now we have 8.3. That is 4 times as many people. That's 4 times as many cars, trash, etc. Now, in the 70s and 80s, I remember being concerned about smog, which was so evident back then. It was almost as bad as smoking. You're doing it every day. In 1990, California passed the Clean Air Act and then continued doing more things to lessen our smog. It has worked. We have less pollution now in 2026 than we did back in 1970, and we have 4 times as many people. Some people complain about the gas being more expensive in California and having to do smog checks, but I believe it's working, and I believe we're healthier because of it. I did not at the time think of it as important in stopping global warming or caring for the earth. I just wanted less smog. Now I realize that we are all one, including the earth. And over the last 15 years, I have changed habits in an effort to be kinder to the earth. Several years ago, the first time they outlawed reusable bags, every time we went in, we got another reusable bag. But I had a hard time remembering to bring in the reusable bags, so we ended up with a lot of reusable bags that we use to this day. Last year or two, I've added a little thing to it, and that is a produce bag. It's washable, and I can put my produce in it, and there's just one less plastic bag that's going in. Over time, it has become much easier to continue adding things. The practice of becoming more thoughtful of the earth. In 221, I bought a Prius because it got better mileage. In 222, I bought a Prius Prime, which is a hybrid plug-in. And every time I plug it in, I get 25 to 30 miles on renewable energy. And I drive primarily in a short circuit, so about 90% of my driving is emission-free, and I'm proud of it. I feel like I'm making a difference. Some of these may seem like little tiny things, and it is. I mean, the little bags, it's a little tiny thing. Well, it reminds me of the starfish story. Long ago, there was a disturbance that caused thousands of starfish to be thrown up on the shore. And a man was walking down the shore and kind of looking at it, and he saw a woman down there, and she was throwing starfish back into the ocean. He thought, isn't that silly? She's never going to make a difference. And he chided her for it and said, how can you believe you're making any difference? She turned at him, and she looked at him, and she threw another starfish in. He said, that one did. And that's what it's all about. Little acts of kindness, little acts of consciousness make a story that changes. 2 years ago, I started shampooing with a bar of shampoo and a bar of conditioner. It means I'm using maybe 2 to 4 less plastic bottles a year. Not much, but as I said, every bit counts. Last year, Pacific Coast installed filtered water station at the back of the sanctuary where I can refill my bottle with filtered, cooled water. This is progress. It's always consciousness. Our council's tithes to local charities, and because Earth Day is in April, we're tithing to Algalita. Algalita was founded by Long Beach Captain Charles Moore in 1984. Their original mission was to study and help reforest the kelp forests off the coast of Southern California. But by 1997, they realized plastic was the issue, and their primary goal now is to reduce or eliminate plastic. Imagine if all of us made little changes. A lot of little things come together to make a difference, even as simple as not throwing anything outside the outside the car window, picking up trash on the ground, putting recyclables in the blue bin and food scraps in the green bin. Together, we can make a difference. Let's make Earth Day every day of the year and be conscious of how we treat our Earth. Thank you.
Here in this space, I allow myself to let go of my fears. And here in this space, I let the silence tell my heart what it needs to hear. Sometimes this life, well, it scares me. Feels like a storm, so much I can't see. It's too hard surrendering to what will be. But I know when I get still, the peace always comes. So here in this space, I'll allow myself to trust I already know. And here in this space, I let this silence seek deep within my soul. And I'll lean in to the calm I find. I heal a little more each time as my heart and mind align. I know the answers, they're already mine here in this space. And I'll lean into this calm I find, and I heal a little more each time as my heart and mind align. I know the answers, they're already mine here in this space. Here in this space.
Good morning, Pacific Coast. Blessings to all of you, and blessings to all of you that are watching online or watching in the future. Today I'm talking about silence. So I didn't think I should just launch into talking. Talking about silence is kind of a funny thing to do. In 1952, bless you. In 1952, in New York, there was a benefit concert featuring contemporary musicians. One of the musicians was an avant-garde composer, John Cage. And imagine you're sitting in the audience, you're dressed in your finery. It's 1952, of course, you're dressed in your finery. You're out for a concert. Out onto the stage comes the pianist, beautiful grand piano. Musician comes out, sits down, puts their music out, closes the cover of the keyboard, starts a timer. After a few moments, raises the keyboard cover, shuffles the sheet music, closes the cover again, and starts the timer. Now, it was a 4-movement piece, so this went on for about 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Not a note was played, just silence. And one of the things that John Cage wanted to explore was silence. He would say that there is this, between the notes, there's a space between the notes, and that's what, without that, you can't have music. And one of the things he observed was that in silence, there is no true silence. there's always some kind of sound around you. Perfect timing, Des. Perfect timing. So what I'd like to do right now, let's explore the silence together. And this is just going to, for those of you that are uncomfortable in the silence, and I think we all are to a certain degree, know this is a safe space. We're only going to do this for a few seconds, so you don't have to get all fancy in your sitting. You know, just I want you to just come together and let's be quiet for 20 seconds, starting now. All right, bring your attention back to the room. Was that, for some of you, how many that was the longest 20 seconds of your life? All right. I think for me it was, because I'm standing up here watching them. Room was pretty quiet, yes? Did you hear anything? Did you notice anything? What did you notice? The air conditioner? Okay. We'll get to your head in a little bit. Now, I always like to talk about science a little bit because actually they've discovered, scientists have discovered that silence can actually be beneficial to us. They discovered that, and this was experiments with mice, but silence can actually grow brain cells. All right, so keep that in mind. You want to grow some brain cells? Who doesn't want to grow some brain cells? Right? Let's grow some brain cells. And we also know that noise can be disruptive to our nervous system, especially loud, unexpected noises. It can dysregulate us. It can have our stress hormones amp up, which can result in any number of things, raising our blood pressure, long-term having heart difficulties, etc. So, it's important to think of being in this silence as a way to recalibrate our nervous systems. But it can be challenging to just sit in the silence. What I'd like you to do right now is let's go back to the silence for a few seconds. Because we're going to talk about what our fellow community member just shouted back there about what's outside and what's inside. So just take a moment, just go back into the silence for a moment. You may hear the room. Do you notice anything that's going on in your head? So let's just do that for a few seconds. Just breathe. So you've probably noticed that there's a difference between the outside noise and how many of you have noise inside your head. Yeah, I think we all have a certain amount of that. We live in a society where we've made an art form of entertainment, of constant noise, constant distractions. How many of you carry your phone around with you? And you stand in line at a store, you're watching your phone maybe, or you're listening to something. go home? How many of you leave the TV on or the radio on all the time? Yeah, somebody admits to it. I appreciate that. I grew up as a TV as a babysitter. You know? I'm that generation. You know, just play quietly, keep the TV on, so it was a habit that I had to break. Separating out what's that outside noise. And we talk about there's no separation between us. There's no real separation in our experience of this life. It's an illusion. So if there's really no outside and inside, then everything that's coming from the outside is we're taking this into our inner world. So leading to that kind of that clutter in our minds. When you sit in the silence, how many of you, what are you thinking? What comes up? Anybody? What's for dinner? Okay. What am I going to eat next? Back there. All right, and I'm going to lead that off. That's great because we have a choice where we direct our attention. I can direct my attention to the outside world and everything that's happening around me, or I can direct myself to my inner world. And sometimes directing myself to my inner world, depending on what I'm thinking, can be a little scary. It can be as scary as what's happening in the outside world. Because I know this, that even though I can be critical of what's happening, some people are doing in the outside world, if I slow down and I pay attention to what I'm thinking, they're just doing what I'm thinking. So there's really no better than or less than in that. What other thoughts surfaced when you went into your inside world? Yeah. Say it again. Counting breathing. Okay. And I think calm. Say tinnitus, the ringing in your ears, right? It's the one thing I noticed when I was preparing for this talk, and I've been thinking about it for several weeks, that there is no real silence. If I have ears to hear, and if I can hear what's going on inside of my body. What I'm really looking for, you mentioned counting. And earlier I mentioned John Cage, who was saying the space between the notes are as important as the notes themselves, otherwise you wouldn't have the music. What I want to take a moment to do is see if you could find the space between your thoughts. So go inside again just for a moment. And this time just uncross your legs. If your legs are crossed, put your feet on the floor. Sit upright in your chair. Feel the chair supporting you. Just relax your hands in your lap, however you're comfortable. And just take in a deep breath into your belly. And let it out. Take it in one more time. In deep. And out. Do it one more time together. Breathe in and out. And just listen. Where's your attention? Is it outside? If it's outside, I want you to bring the intention inside. As you bring your attention inside, just notice what you're thinking, if thoughts are going by. Can you find the space between the thoughts? If you find the space between your thoughts, what's behind the thoughts? I'm going to invite you to just come back. Bring your attention back to the room, to the space you're in. That between your thoughts, you can find this space. And if you can find that space between your thoughts, you can navigate to your inner self, to your true self. And that true self is the expression, your God self. That universal, that God self that is activated through you, that wants to express through you. Now, a question might come up and you say, Jess, how do I know the difference between my thoughts that are my God thoughts and my ego thoughts, my little self thoughts, when I'm edging God out thoughts? Because you want to pay attention to that too, because not everything that your brain's producing is true. Some of it's the stuff that you've been taught. Some of it's the stuff that the outside world's brought in. And I don't have a clear answer for you. What I do is, what is that thought? Does that thought align with life? Does that thought align with the truth of love and joy and freedom? And I know those thoughts when I'm angry at somebody and I'm just yakking, I'm having a fight with them in my head, or I'm raging about something that's going on in the world. Those aren't necessarily the loving thoughts. The thoughts that where I'm getting down on myself, I'm thinking that somehow I'm less than. Those are not loving thoughts. Those aren't the God thoughts. So if those surface up, just let them go. You can release them. Let them just float on by. So you can come back to the truth of who you are. Listen beyond the noise of the world. We all need to do that right now. There's a lot of noise in the world right now. And I wanted to give you an opportunity today to just regulate yourself. There's nothing I've said here today that you don't already know. But just practice it. Your call to action. You ready for your call to action? Yes. Your call to action this week is to find a moment of silence every day. Now, some of you are like, Jess, you don't know. I got kids. I'm taking care of somebody. I got shopping. I got work. Have you looked at my schedule? You can find a moment of silence. Maybe that moment of silence is you can still do the chore. You can still wash the dishes, but turn off the music. Turn off the TV. Maybe finding that moment of silence is getting to work a little bit earlier so you can just sit in your car for that 1 minute. That's how I started meditating, because that was the safest place I had was my car years ago. But you can find that space. Who believes you can find a moment of silence? I'm just asking for a minute every day. Yes. And do you understand the power of finding that silence? Yes? To get back to the truth of who you are. So when you step out into the world, you step out as your authentic, true self. You step out as your God self, the person that God intends you to be, that wants to express through you as you. That's who you are. Be that person every day, everywhere you go, every chance you get. And it won't be perfect, and that's okay. It's not about being perfect. It's about an expression of love and finding those places where you are that expression of love and showing up as love. Each and every one of you is a blessing. You have been blessed with this life, regardless of the condition of your body, the condition of your bank account, the condition of your relationships. The true you is love and joy and freedom. Go be you. Go beyond the noise of the world and be you. Thank you, Pacific Coast. I love you very much. Thank you.
You could be this man, he's got it all worked out. To the nth degree, no fears, no doubts. He'll retire at 30 to his big-ass house next to the putting green. He's got a picture in his head of the perfect wife, their perfect children, their perfect life. There's nothing wrong with that. Coming home each night to his cul-de-sac of dreams. Funny now how it all went by so fast. One day he's looking over his shoulder at the past, when everybody had to go, had to be, had to get somewhere. Well, how did he forget about what got him there? You could be this woman, she's the CEO. She's got her power suits, her IPOs. She punched a hole in the ceiling years ago, and she hasn't pulled back since. Yeah, there's a gardener for the flowers, a cook for the meals, a maid for the laundry, accountant for the bills, a walker for the dog, and a trainer when she feels the need to lose an inch. Funny now how it all went by so fast. One day she's looking over her shoulder at the past, when everybody had to go, had to be, had to get somewhere. Well, how did she forget about what got her there? Accidents and inspiration lead you to your destination. You could be the one who takes the long way home, roll down your window, turn off that phone, see your life as a gift from the great unknown, and your task is to receive it. Yeah, tell your kid a story, hold your lover tight, make a joyful noise, swim naked at night, read a poem a day, call in well sometimes, and laugh when they believe it. Funny now how it all went by so fast. One day I'm looking over my shoulder at the past. Now everybody's gotta go, gotta be, gotta get somewhere. Baby, don't forget about, you really shouldn't forget about. Baby, don't forget about what got you there. I think it's what got you there. Yeah, you know it's really what got you there. Hey, yeah, you know it got you there.
Wow. Melissa, what was that song?
Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
It's a great song.
Thank you, music team. And thank you, Jesse, for that amazing talk. Who's excited for their moment of silence every day this week? I know I am. If our ushers could please come forward. We have Nancy, Janet, Cheryl, and Carrie. Now is the time of community giving. As stakeholders in the community, we give today as part of our spiritual investment so that we can continue to be fed here each and every week. If you could please speak our affirmation together. We give with open hearts to this community with shared commitment and purpose. As we give, we prosper, cultivating growth, connection, and shared abundance for all. The ushers are coming around. We have a few other ways you can give. We have text to tithe, 562-501-4435. We have Venmo, and you can donate on our website. Thanks for your generosity. We have the wonderful gift of having licensed practitioners here in our center that are basically licensed to pray for anything you have going on in your life, heaviness of head, hardness of heart. So if you need prayer today, you can find them over by that prayer sign after service. Alternatively, you can grab a prayer card, and basically they'll pray anonymously for you throughout the week if you prefer to do that. I think we have the kids today. Linda, come on up. Bring those cuties with you.
Oh, there we go. I got sunshine, feeling alright. It's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Yeah. I got blue skies, no matter what they say. It's a good day. Yeah, it's a good day. Yeah.
Woo. Thank you. Good morning, Pacific Coast. I'm Wenda. I'm the youth director here. I'm also a licensed practitioner, and I was joined today with Miss Jill, who Yes. Miss Jill created our lesson this morning. She allowed Spirit to flow through her, and she wrote down what Spirit told her. I keep saying she's writing books, and I keep being corrected. Spirit is writing books. And today, before I turn this over, the kids are going to handle everything today. But before I turn it over, I would just like to, I think it was discussed in the announcements today, but I'd just like to do one more shameless plug for this Saturday. Miss Jill and I are going to be conducting a workshop here, and we would love to see all of you there with us. We'd like to spend the next Saturday afternoon with you. Yay! And I believe Valerie will be back in the back or the front of the sanctuary for signups. And now I'm going to turn this over to Hope. Take it away, Hope.
So today we read a book called The Girl Who Kept Her Heart in Her Pocket, and it's about a girl named Mara who always keeps her heart in her pocket, and she doesn't like to open it to anybody. And one day she notices a bird, and she allows herself to open her heart to let the bird in and let others in as well. And for our project today, we made little pockets for our hearts, and we decorated our heart inside. And everybody today chose how they were going to share their heart, if they wanted to pull it all the way out of their pocket, if they wanted to have it sticking a little bit out of their pocket, or if they didn't want to share it at all. And every way is okay. And so how did you share your heart? Okay. Okay. So how did you share your heart? Good job. How did you share your heart?
I put it like half in and half out.
How did you share your heart? Nice. How did you share your heart? Cool. How did you share your heart? How did you share your heart? Okay. So thank you for sharing your hearts.
Excellent. Thank you, Hope. Yeah, so it's important for us to remember that we can keep our hearts in our pockets when we need to, and then we can soften and allow our hearts to shine through and open up when we feel ready. So have a blessed week, everyone.
Wow, what a good little public speaker you are. I was inspired by that, honestly. Host in training over here. Rachel, could you please come take out the light? Let us open the circle and take our light into the world with our intentions from today's service. Jesse, come close us out.
Oh, wow, how do you follow that? Right? Are you ready to share your hearts today? All right, if you can, please stand. If you're not able to stand, just sit a little taller. Feel yourself just stretch up to the sky. Feel yourself connected to the earth. And just wiggle it out a little bit. So, tell me this. What's happening right now? Something wonderful is happening through me right now. And what's happening right now? This thing called life. And where is this thing called life? Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. Life is all that we are. And what do we do with this thing called life? I receive it. I am it. I share with all. And how do we share this thing called life? Just the way it appears, and just the way it appears not. Now, just feel that energy coming up through your feet, up moving throughout your body. It's going to move up through the top of your head. And the most important words you're going to say all today, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, life.
I am alive with the spirit of love. 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 I am alive, y'all. Alive with the spirit of love. I am alive with the spirit of love. spirit of love. I am alive with the spirit of love. I am alive with the spirit of love. I am alive, y'all, alive with the spirit of love. I am 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 alive, y'all, alive.